Tem que ser aqui no computador, né? O tema do Zato é muito da hora, né? E aí, meu amigo, tudo bem? Joia? Vou começar já, só tô terminando de passar aqui os links. Vamos lá, hein? Eu sei que você não vai conseguir assistir tudo, né? Mas tudo bem. Eu tô testando aqui também a lâmpada de LED que eu comprei, né? Você vê tá mais iluminadinho, né? Quero ver se tá bom, se não tá muito, ó, se não faz muita sombra, tá vendo? Mas tá na paz de Kojima, então tá tudo certo. Que engraçado, você tá vendo pelo YouTube e tá marcando 0 pessoas. Peraí, só terminar de mandar o convite para mais alguns aqui e aí a gente vai. Enquanto isso, você tá na hora do Guilty Gear, hein? Sim, eu sei, você vai assistir o jogo do Santos, né? Bom, acho que eu mandei para todo mundo, agora é só esperar. Vou colocar lá também no Facebook, vai que tem alguém que acompanha lá e quer assistir. Tá agradável o volume da música, meu amigo? Não tá muito alto, não? Prontinho. Ah, que bom. Aprendendo, né? Bom, vou começar. Já vai dar 6 horas. Eu quero ver se eu consigo fazer em 2 horas. Bom, vamos lá. Eu vou diminuir aqui o volume. Vamos lá. Aumentar um pouquinho o volume. Se tiver algum tipo de retorno, você me avisa, tá? Porque o áudio não tá saindo aqui, o áudio tá saindo nas caixas. Por gentileza. Vamos lá, então. Tinha parado assim que o Raiden subiu, né? Assim que ele subiu a rampa. A rampa não, as escadas. Vamos começar. Tudo bem, obrigado, meu amigo. Vou tornar os ciphers aqui porque eles são chatos demais. Ah, aí sim, hein, Gustavo. Muito bom. É esquisita essa luz aqui na frente. Mas eu acho que fica melhor, né? Se bem que faz sombra ó, lá atrás. Vou arranjar um melhor posicionamento para ela. Eu acho que tem que ler em Morse. Ai, para trás ali. Aí, agora a parte mais legal do jogo, meu. Coitada da Emma.
How's Emma? I think he got some internal
Porque tá
organs.
espelhado
We can't stop the bleeding.
a imagem? Ah, agora eu entendi, verdade. Tá.
I'm here.
Deixa eu inverter aqui, agora que eu percebi. É, eu fiquei mais fascista, né? Tá mais
Emma
branco
set
ainda.
everything up.
Mas tem
Apparently all you
razão,
have to do
cara,
is
eu
pop
fiz
in the
besteira.
disc.
Pera aí que eu vou arrumar aqui.
That should insert the virus into the AI. Is it
Tá.
working? Just leave it to Emma. What the?
An antibody agent?
Agora. Ixi, só que agora ficou um
Damn,
pouco
the
escuro, né?
connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%. Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes, but a
Ficou
portion of the
escuro,
worm
né?
cluster might have been altered after
Sim, não,
the
você
disc
tem
left
razão,
Emma's
tá espelhado
hands.
lá, pera só um pouquinho.
By the
Enquanto
Patriots?
ele
Will
faz
the
aí, eu vou
virus
tentar
still work?
embranquecer aqui. Pera
I
só um
have no
pouquinho.
idea.
Vai assistindo a cutscene, hein?
Hal, is everything all right?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Good. At least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Pronto, agora foi.
Yeah, that's right.
Voltei. Agora tá certo. Desculpa, Gustavo. Eu não tinha percebido que tinha
What if the
espelhado.
virus doesn't work?
Agora tá
Either
certo. Tá
destroy
escrito
that
Kojima
thing or
Productions
take
na
out
orientação
Solidus's
certa.
men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal,
Não, Gustavo, eu não vi, cara. Hoje eu trabalhei o dia inteiro.
I
Foi
always...
What is it?
bem corrido. Mas eu vou ver sim, pode ficar sossegado.
wanted to see you again.
Coitada da Emma. Se apaixonou pelo próprio irmão.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought that with Arsenal, if I followed in your footsteps, I could be closer. I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
I could
É
never do
muito
that.
triste.
Don't be so honest.
O que você acha, Elder?
It
Desse
Sorry.
plot Star Wars aí de irmão apaixonado por irmão.
Sure.
Estranho demais, né?
Call me Emma.
What?
Please call me Emma.
Emma.
What's wrong with EE? Emma? 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 Answer me!
Ah, com certeza japonesíssimo. Muito zoada. Assim, deixa mais interessante o negócio, mas é esquisito.
I didn't leave you.
O maior 5 dos games sofre outra perda. 2/3, né? Tem mais uma.
Relationship with your mother. She seduced me.
Cara, ela era apaixonada por ele, velho.
My father's death was no accident.
Era apaixonada por ele. Bizarro, mas era.
It was my fault. All my fault.
Que família estranha, né? Eu não sei vocês, mas eu curto o Christopher Randolph dublando. Acho ele muito 10. E ele só melhorou.
What do you mean?
It means we're gonna sink.
We have to get the hostages out. What
Ele
about the camo
fazendo
repairs?
o
Done.
We won't be able to get
o
everybody
Otacon no
aboard.
4
We'll
e
just have to
fazendo o
take as
Gil e
many
no
as we
5
can.
dá pra
My
ver bem.
sister-
Assim. Ele só melhora.
Won't be
É
able to come
sensacional.
with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
É muito 10,
I'm
né?
always the survivor.
Acho ele demais.
Why, Wolf?
Porque o pessoal fica muito em cima do David Hayter, né? Que é formidável, mas o trabalho de dublagem da série, todo ele é fantástico. Mas eu gosto muito do Christopher Randolph e do Robin Downs, que faz o
Otacon,
Cass.
take care of the
Acho
hostages.
demais, né?
What about you guys?
We got
Nossa,
other
agora é muito
arrangements.
da hora.
There's our ride out of here. Anyway, we're gonna have to sink that thing if the virus doesn't work.
I should be going with you.
You've got your job, we've got ours.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Wrong. Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
Right. Listen, the two of you won't be able to destroy that thing. Eliminate the enemy. That's your only option.
E aí, Brenão, beleza, meu? Eu tô indo pra parte final. A irmã do Otacon morreu e eles vão pro Arsenal Gear. Não perdeu nada, não. Apesar que domingo você não viu, né? Domingo você perdeu uma partezinha. Mas depois só assisti, tá tudo certo. Eu fiz o resto que tinha que fazer na Big Shell, enfrentei o Vamp, salvei a irmã do Otacon, mas ela
Try to get as
se deu
many
mal no meio do
hostages out as you
caminho.
can. It's a short flight to the shore, so
Agora
don't
que
worry
começa a
about
cabeça a
overloading the
explodir,
camo.
Breno. Você chegou na hora certa. E aí, Iaco? Beleza, meu?
Leave it to me.
Sim, quando ela fala que é alguém mais importante, era por causa do ótimo, né? Queria parecer cool pra ele. Eu adoro toda essa parte, mano. Acho muito bom. Aí o Raiden fica olhando assim, tipo, nunca vou ter um amigo desse.
I'm counting on you, Otacon.
Sim, é o próximo, Yaku.
I miss you.
Vou terminar o 2 hoje, aí eu começo o Subsistence na sexta-feira. Ela morreu porque quando ela tava indo pelo duto de óleo, pela parte de fora da Big Shell, o Vamp pegou ela. Aí eu atirei nele, só que ele deu uma facada na barriga dela. Aí ela teve hemorragia e morreu.
You and me, we're the same.
É triste essa parte.
Both you and I, we were always alone. Always.
O Ryu, ele vai embora, mas ele consegue depois reconstruir a vida dele. Aí ele casa com uma mulher, essa mulher fica grávida e tem a Emma. Aí o Otacon vai lá e chifra o pai dele com a madrasta e o pai dele se suicida.
You can't wait to be loved. You have to go out and find it. 4 years ago, I realized that you can't just
bizarro,
wish
eu sei.
for a happy family. You have to make it happen. I only wish I knew that sooner. I learned that I could love, as you probably did,
Mas é isso que acontece.
Emma.
You think he's gonna be okay?
He's tougher than he looks. Consider it done.
Now, how do we open this thing?
Vocês notaram que a versão do Xbox
You can come out
tem um
now.
negócio de cor ali em torno do cabelo do
A
Snake?
ninja?
Esquisito.
What the?
Ó,
Arsenal's going to take off. We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, don't fail us.
Snake, what's this all about?
Bedtime, Raiden. I wouldn't do that.
You're changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You!
Ready for some shut-eye?
não, o Otacon é bizarro. Mas o pai dele não merecia coisa pior. Não assim, né? Esse negócio familiar, mas o que o pai dele fez foi terrível, mano. O pai dele matou a mãe do Otacon, tá ligado lá do Monopólio lá. É, a ideia, né, que como é um clone, então ele tem todas as características.
Jack, are you reading me?
Eu queria
Do you
parar
want to
nessa
save your
parte
mission data up to this point?
na live passada, que já tinha dado 8 horas, né? Jack the Ripper.
Your mission data has been saved.
Is he still alive?
Sim, o ninja é a
It
Olga.
was when Olga brought him
Aí
in.
você vai descobrir por que que
I've checked everything,
era ela.
including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
O som do jogo tá mais alto que a minha voz? De jeito nenhum, cara.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the
E agora,
Ripper.
melhorou?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory, too?
Tá na mesma configuração do domingo, cara. Olha, eu não sei, cara. Você tem um cuba-disco. Você tem que ouvir com o cuba-disco.
This is my son.
Espera aí que eu vou dar uma baixada aqui.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me. The 80s.
E agora?
A civil war.
Como é que tá? Melhorou?
You were one of the best among the childish
Realmente estava mais
soldiers that
alto.
fought in that conflict. When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames,
Jack the Ripper.
including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened
Agora,
to you.
o que
I
esse
should have
cara,
known they would
esse
recruit you.
loirinho tava fazendo na Libéria?
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
What should we do with him?
We'll use him like you
Não sei
suggested.
se é alguma alusão ao de Octopus, não
What
sei.
about Dead Cell?
Ignore
Porque ele
them.
tava disfarçado de presidente o tempo inteiro.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
Beleza, não, é verdade mesmo. Eu tinha que.
Yes,
Eu não sei
proceed
porque
as
eu
planned.
aumentei
At last report, all is
e
well
tava
with
5
GW.
decibéis mais alto.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Você ficou a imagem cuspida do Big Boss.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic.
Where am I?
Why, inside Arsenal gear, of course. Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses. I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you? A foul wind is blowing.
Ah, Gustavo,
We shall speak again.
chega de Metal Gear, cara. Já tem o que precisa. Não tem necessidade, não.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian
É,
troops.
esse pra mim é o problema desse
That
jogo,
was just
né?
a smokescreen.
Essa
smokescreen?
I
tentativa
was
de
sent to provide you support.
tentar deixar manter o Liquid Snake no
The
jogo
Colonel?
No.
foi feio. No 4 ele deixou da maneira mais correta, né? Mas esse daqui, quando ele tem esses acessos, como se a personalidade do cara estivesse controlando ele pelo braço, é zoado.
Being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started 2 years ago when I lost my
É a
father
única coisa que eu
during
não
a tanker
curto assim do
incident.
jogo.
My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined
Aí,
forces
Breno, a
with
Olga
an
tá
illegal
explicando pra
Russian
ele por que que
organization.
ela,
The Russian mafia?
o
Something
papel
like
dela,
that.
né?
Actually, I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots.
Ela tá trabalhando pros Lalilulelu porque eles estão com a filha
My
dela.
baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
Olha, cara, eu não sei se como um irmão, mas ele é o fã número 1 dele.
We owe him our lives.
Ele tá fazendo tudo isso por ele, né? Mesmo
2
depois
years
dele ter
ago, they were
supostamente
responsible
morrido.
for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
Então, ele seguia o ideal dele.
So you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this.
Huh?
When I confronted him here.
You fought
Então,
with
não
Snake?
sei, irmão
When?
não sei, mas
Well,
fã,
it was around the time you were holding
tiete,
hands with that
pode ter
girl.
certeza.
Snake.
Não tem ninguém na saga que comprou um ideal do outro
So
com
you
tanta
joined
força
hands
que nem
with
o
him to
Ocelot
pay
comprou
back
do
a
Big
debt.
Boss.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're
We're
just
just
pawns.
pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later. But I
Rarirurero.
wonder if you'll handle the truth.
Não,
What do
mas
you
se
mean?
for Rarirurero
We haven't
existe.
got time for this.
Larilurero é porque
Solidus
não
will
existe.
commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far.
Não tem esses
I think
fonemas
the
em
Patriots
japonês,
have
né?
tampered with the program.
Will it
Larilurero.
work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The only option is to stop Solidus and his men.
What are you going to do?
Stay concealed. That's my role. I still can't afford to be discovered.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Mas o Cass também era leal a ele, só deixou de ser leal quando ele descobriu que ele passou a perna nele.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of
Então, é
them.
por isso que
So
eles
you
chamam
remember.
Larilulelo. É
I thought
justamente
your memory
porque
had been manipulated by them.
It was.
não existe,
But I have
impronunciável.
nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was
Então,
never a
Breno,
real
realmente
reason for me to
não
fight,
faz sentido. Tipo,
except
o que eu
someone put a gun in
compreendo é
my
que
hand.
não seria possível
And that
para
someone
eles entrar lá
It was him.
com o Raiden
It
sem
wasn't
ser um
your
prisioneiro, entendeu?
If I survived the day's
Mas ainda
fight,
assim
I was
não faz muito
praised,
sentido,
fed,
né?
and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. but I'm not even sure
É
of that.
intrigante, você vai soltar ele depois, né?
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training. They built us from the ground up into killing machines.
Não,
We were fed once a day.
naquele momento, eles se separaram. Aí vamos dizer assim, o Ocelot meio que voltou, né, aos planos dele com o Big Boss, enquanto o Cass, ele ficou assistindo o Venom Snake. Então meio que, vamos dizer assim, o Venom Snake ficou do lado dos Patriots, né, do Cypher naquela época, e o Big Boss voltou lá a fazer as coisas dele. E aí o Cass meio que ajudou o Venom Snake, foi o Cass que ele era o mentor do Solid Snake no começo. Quando você joga os Metal Gear lá do MSX, quem orienta o Solid Snake é o Cass.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what?
Novela mexicana é isso aqui, Gustavo.
And always have been?
No, no.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my
Entendeu?
own
Quando você termina o
past.
Metal Gear Solid 5, você vê a ruptura ali na conversa do Ocelot com o Cass. O Ocelot volta a dar suporte pro Big Boss e o Cass decide dar suporte pro Venom Snake.
Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on. Take him
É melhor,
down.
né? Eles dão, na verdade, suporte aos moleques. Então, o Ocelot meio que fica do lado do Liquid, enquanto o Cass fica do lado do David,
Jack,
que é o Solid Snake.
I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me.
Mas o YouTube não notifica nada, Iaco. Por isso que eu sempre colo lá no grupo.
Where you were born, how you grew up. But
É
I
muito
know
difícil
that
de ele
now,
notificar também
and I know that what
pra
I
mim
feel
as
for you
lives
can
dos canais que eu
only get
acompanho.
better. And I'll share in your
Por isso que eu
past
colo
if that's
sempre.
the price.
Eu sempre 10 primeiros minutos só colando.
No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good
Eu
and
acho
the
o da
bad,
Paramedic
Jack.
mais chato,
That's
Gustavo.
what you do for someone
Porque
you love.
esse aqui tem função no jogo. Ele é pedante, mas ele tem função no jogo. Tipo, faz parte da
I
construção
haven't
do
told
personagem,
you
entendeu?
know, about what I've done.
Paramedic. A gente só sabia da Paramedic por causa da clonagem dos moleques. Só isso.
Jack,
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married, but I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
Nossa, já tem 40 minutos de live. Agora começa. Agora começa a loucura. Não, cara, esse daqui, esse jogo é onde ele toma a pílula vermelha.
I've lost all my gear. I need to locate Snake.
Olha agora, presta atenção
He
agora.
was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
Raiden, take out Solidus and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game. The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
I never met you in
But
person.
I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Vamos ver se eu não vou tomar alert besta, hein?
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
Não é bem isso.
The mission
Vai
is a
prestar atenção
failure.
que é pior que
Power
isso.
right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking
Momento minha
about?
avó.
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east. It was moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Opa.
Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Putz, cara, nem vi a câmera ali. Que burro. Que jumento. Tô conversando com vocês aqui. Tudo bem. Vou morrer. Sim, eles tiraram todo o equipamento dele.
Variety level 13. Rescue Meryl, the return of Ginola. I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock.
Ah, o Raiden é a cara do Dante, meu.
61.
Não tinha entendido sua referência, desculpe.
Your mission is to infiltrate the Fortress Galluade, rescue the hostages, and neutralize Metal Gear before its assembly is complete. Infiltrate the enemy fortress.
Our heaven.
Destroy the final weapon, Metal Gear.
Acho que tá dando ruim, hein?
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago,
Nossa.
it wasn't a coincidence.
Coitado do cara.
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last
Sim,
minute?
Gustavo.
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
Não, calma,
No matter
Breno. O
where
mundo
I
dele vai
go,
cair
I
mais
get
ainda.
used.
Piora.
I
Acredita em mim.
reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you. The more love you gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Não, ele não vai chegar nesse
I
ponto,
feel
não.
better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the
Não
one
tem
I'm
uma
talking
coisa
to
na
right
vida
now.
dele que não foi
In a
programada,
sense, the
exatamente.
deception was my
Nada,
own,
nada, nada,
not
nada, nada.
theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying... I'm pregnant, Jack.
Rose, what's going on?
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Morpheus for Raiden.
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain
Não
access
tem
to
que não
Arsenal.
tem mais que
It
esse
worked.
daqui.
Why didn't you
Fact.
tell me about Olga?
You never asked. Not happy about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
Não, sim, mas é que a questão do papel dele aqui, entendeu?
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right thumbstick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the thumbstick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Click the thumbstick to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the lock-on button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Qual que é o botão que ele... Qual que é o botão que ele... defende aqui no Xbox. E troca. Ah, triângulo Y aqui. Ué, ela engravidou dele antes dele ir pra missão, né? Ué, eles tinham uma vida juntos, eles eram namorados, ó.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Wait up, Snake.
What?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future.
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come on.
Sim, a Sunny é a menininha que o Otacon cuida.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you all right?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange? How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this Colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Aí, ó, isso que é um alert besta. Pô, por que desequipou minha espada, mano? Jedi, mano. Deu uma estrelinha no Snake. Desculpa, Snake. Não atire em mim, não. Antes que me pergunte, eu não tenho paciência, viu? Ô louco, eu tô com um negócio equipado aqui. Que loucura. Não, eu só vou de espada não letal. Eu acho que de novo eu apertei o botão e esquipei o Rash, não foi? Foi isso que aconteceu, não foi? Porque ele tava equipado. 2 vezes eu morri por causa disso. Uma vez lá no Vamp e outra vez aqui. Ficar com um dedo longe do botão. Vai, caramba. foi isso. Eu desequipei e aí me ferrei. Vamos, rapaz. Ô, rapaz. Sim, ganha. Aqui não tem bandana, né? Aqui você tem uma peruca. Aí tem peruca do Raiden de várias cores, da munição infinita, invisibilidade, aquela coisa toda que o jogo geralmente faz, né?
Raiden, about this
Não
kernel
é
of
que ele é
yours.
sensível,
I
né? Um
found out where he
gatilho.
is.
Então,
Where?
você encostou
Inside
aqui.
Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal. It isn't a relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses
BRB?
is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI, the so-called GW.
Não entendi.
What the hell does this mean?
I
Desculpa.
think it means you've been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The kernel
Aí,
probably
Breno.
isn't GW per se. GW was most likely
O cara
stimulating
tava
cortical
conversando com uma
activity in
inteligência
the dormant
artificial
part
o
of your
tempo
brain
inteiro.
through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's
Aí aqui eles
behavior.
colocaram o Arm Cluster começou a bugar um negócio e por isso que o cara começou a agir esquisito.
Raiden,
Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know
Pô,
is
essa
that
hora
you're
ele ia
standing
começar a
right
chorar,
here in
tenho
front of me.
certeza.
Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
It's a trap.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake...
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay.
Humilde o Snake,
Does
hein?
Rose exist?
Tô
Don't
certo.
be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never
Snake me
existed.
belisca.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Christian Mail. Pô, cara, eu odeio o jogo mudar a arma, meu. Ó, me tomei a porrada, meu. Christian Mail. Sensacional. O Snake é impiedoso, ele não deixa acertar ninguém. Acho mais um Fish Mail.
Fortune. It's been a long wait, Solid Snake. The root of all my sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting with you,
acho que os caras ficam mais resistentes, né? Acho que é isso que acontece. Eu não sei, hein? Teria que ver.
What are you gonna do? Bullets can't get near her.
I'll think of something. There's no such thing as a wedge.
You think you can kill me?
I don't know what your group's been through.
A diferença entre eles mesmo é que eles vão pra batalha, né? O Big Boss manda o Venom Snake.
Do you think anyone believes your lies?
Raiden, get out of here.
Explodir mais um pouquinho da cabeça, Breno.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight. It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days. Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack.
Tudo bem, meu
Those
amigo?
days during the Civil War were as
Pediu
real
online?
as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death. You ran from it. And now you've been led back to war by
Com
something
certeza vai
less than
ter
real.
Big Boss, mas eu acho que você tá em menor número, hein, Gustavo? Vai ter que chamar mais gente. É brincadeira, Iaco, porque o Gustavo prefere Big Boss e eu prefiro Solid Snake. Entendeu? Por isso que ele pagou treta.
I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
Ô, louco, eu nem vi. Não fez nem barulho. Aí, passei. São 25 rays que você enfrenta no Extreme. Eu lembro porque eu tava jogando no Vida quando eu passei. Eu tava no hospital, tava no pós-operatório, eu tinha voltado pro hospital pra um acompanhamento e eu fiquei na rua jogando. Os geckos.
Don't do this. They'll know. I'll hold them off. Give you time to get away.
What about you?
This is suicide. Your nanomachines, they're transmitting your vital signs to the Patriots.
Aí, hein, Elder. Isso é uma mãe, hein? My child dies.
You understand? The child.
Eu tirei a vesícula, só que eu não consegui tirar via laparoscopia, eu tive que voltar mesmo para tirar, então eu tive que voltar no acompanhamento. Aí eu joguei, eu lembro quando tava fazendo troféu de platina, eu joguei no hospital essa parte no vídeo. Isso são os geckos.
I applaud your attitude. If you have a death I'll be happy to accommodate you. See you in hell!
Dá dó da Olga, eu gosto dela. Os sólidos é cruel, hein, meu? Sem dó explícito.
Enjoy the show, Jack. Let's pick up where we left off. What's going on? What's wrong with it?
Fascismo da Olga. Os Rays estão ficando bêbados.
I'm reading an abnormal impulse cascade throughout the neural network. I can't shut it down.
What happened?
Maybe some kind of virus.
The Patriots?
I don't know.
Ocelot, what have you been up to?
It's too late. Arsenal's system control is going haywire. It's on an emergency ascent course.
Stupid machines!
Ah, entendi, não, é verdade. Não tem que deixar os fakers fazerem mesmo e quem discorda é pacífico. A metralhadora do sólido. Não, ele fez o certo dentro da história, não discordo disso, mas ele não media consequências com pessoas inocentes. Tipo, ele queria fazer, pronto e acabou. Da maneira... O motivo era correto, mas a execução é errada.
You still have some use.
I've captured Snake.
Snake?
Bring him in.
Bora salvar de novo.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Não, eles estão em cima do Arsenal Gear, mano. Caramba, mano. O bagulho drena a minha vida, velho. Olha. Caramba, mano. Vai, velho, para. Porra.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's not him I want the answers from.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Who talked? Ocelot?
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names.
Of the
Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW, including that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one, while we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Were you any different?
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really? But we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that.
Agora, Breno.
What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake. That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project. You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing, Solidus? This is the S3
calma, não vi nada ainda.
An orchestrated recreation of Shadow Moses.
What?
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Fox Die. It was also designed to eliminate every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW.
Exatamente.
Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
Ele é o... Não dá nem chamar ele de double crosser, ele é o multiple crosser. Ele engana todo mundo.
Test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel would provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound. We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story
o
about
Huey, na verdade, não, né? Porque
is just the tip of the iceberg. The project
o papel dele na história foi feito, não tinha nada maior.
Along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid Snake. I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of your project? How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed. Your Dead Cell comrades loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No!
You were hamming it up as the tragic heroine, thanks to the script that the
A
Patriots wrote for
Foxhound
you.
não é XOF. Foxhound é uma organização que veio depois.
Absorbed in your own misfortune, you couldn't get enough of the drama.
Os da Foxhound que ele está mencionando são os do Metal Gear Solid 1. Momentos, Vulcan Raven, épicos, a Sniper Wolf. O Ocelot também era dela. A XOF é outra coisa.
Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology.
E aí, meu? Beleza? Tudo certo? Boa noite. Tô finalizando aqui, Sam. Sam, eu procurei o seu canal. Você joga Jurassic World, é isso? Eu achei o canal certo?
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal.
Sim, lá no 5 ele era mais novo, né?
Just try. How's this then? Damn.
Fortune!
You idiot! Get the hell away from
jogo do Jurassic Park.
I told you, your luck's run out.
Pode deixar o link, deixa o link do canal no chat certinho pra entrar depois. É porque tinha vários canais Sam Games, tinha um que só tinha o seu nome, tinha BR e tal. Aí no seu canal era. Que eu acho que era o seu, né? Tinha várias gameplays de Jurassic Park.
Everybody down! What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier. I can see my family again.
Ah, entendi. Deixa o link então, por favor.
Damn! Try this instead.
O Breno, os Patriots eles têm um plano de controle de informação. Eles querem ditar o que as pessoas vão fazer. Eles querem criar contexto para todo mundo. Então, esse plano foi tipo um exercício, entendeu? Porque ele ia mostrar que, tipo, se você tiver a situação certinha, qualquer um pode fazer o papel do Snake. Qualquer pessoa, sem preparo, nem, assim, sem preparo, assim, sem ser ele exatamente alguém da habilidade dele. É uma pessoa que foi treinada e tal, pode fazer as mesmas coisas que ele fez, entendeu? E aí eles queriam aplicar isso depois para a sociedade como um todo.
Brothers! Liquid!
Sim, mas o Ocelot não é um Patriot, então você ainda vai saber a verdade por trás da verdade. Isso aqui é uma parte, mas tem uma outra também. Ele tá jogando com os outros, mas também estão jogando com ele. Espera um pouquinho que você vai ver.
You were inside Ocelot? Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me. After all...
Foi tudo um test drive, mas é um test drive onde o buraco é mais embaixo do que o Ocelot falou. Porque você viu ali, né? Eles chamam o plano S3 de simulação do Solid Snake, mas na verdade é mais profundo que isso.
Time to say goodbye.
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Liquid, stop this thing.
Valeu, Sam. Brigadão, viu, cara? Valeu mesmo. Legal, galera. Pra assistir com a gente. Brigadão. Sim, ele mandou mal, né? Eu também acho que aquela ideia de hipnose e ele se passar pelo escudo para enganar os Patriots, eu acho mais interessante do que essa ideia de transplantar o braço e o braço controlar o corpo. Nada a ver. Pelo menos ele tentou arrumar depois.
Federal Hall.
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
April 30th?
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence, the dawn of a new nation here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule, liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles, cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence,
Agora é a última parte. Geralmente o Sólidos não é difícil, não. Nem no Expert foi muito. Acho que o chefe mais difícil do Expert foi o Harrier, mano. Porque o Harrier, um tiro já era. O Vamp não foi tão difícil. Assim, depois pega a manha. Os Rays eu morri um pouquinho, mas mais porque arranca muita energia e não por causa do esquema, entendeu? Mas foi daquele jeito que eu fiz ali, né? Só que você tem que fazer errando menos, né? To remain.
I will be remembered as an exon.
But a Patriots.
My legacy, my mark
in history. Even that.
But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become
Cadê o áudio,
the
Gustavo?
sons of liberty.
Cadê o áudio? Eu queria o áudio, você imitando Sólidos.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
Manda ele pra mim que eu toco ele aqui no final quando estiver rodando a linha de crédito. Manda no meu WhatsApp.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you
Presta atenção agora, hein, Breno.
Human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you?
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best. And you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Sim, eu já vi. Você manda no Telegram, eu leio, Gustavo. Porque às vezes não respondo porque o dia é corrido. Mas eu vejo.
It's not my fault.
Isso aqui parece, sei lá, se eu ligar a televisão é isso aqui.
You simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now,
sei, fica a pergunta para você. Será que existem? Os
Lalilulelo? Control human thought, human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for solid snake simulation.
Aí, Breno.
What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method.
Entendeu, Breno? Essa é a ideia dos
Shadow
caras.
Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's
Esse cara não é o Major Zero, o Iago. Esse cara é o Coronel Campbell, que era o coronel do Snake nas missões anteriores, nas duas anteriores.
Raiden, there are also
Parece, né?
behind your
Verdade.
selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts.
Não, cara, é diferente.
Was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden,
O plano dos caras é controlar a informação para eles se perpetuarem no poder. Eles criam contexto, as pessoas vivem o contexto que eles criam e vai ficar assim para sempre.
Vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child, not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
A intenção deles é desviar as pessoas cada vez mais da verdade do que acontece no mundo. Para que todo mundo fique confortável ali vivendo o seu, entendeu? E ninguém nunca adquira consciência de que eles existem, de que as pessoas estão vivendo uma mentira. Isso de maneira simplificada, né?
Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation?
Eles usaram essa missão só para testar. E é muito fácil criar contexto e a pessoa ficar imersa dentro daquele contexto criado para ela e ela nunca vai questionar certas coisas. Ela simplesmente vai fazer.
My son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of
Sim, eu gosto muito do Quinton Flynn. Eu conheço o Quentin Flynn também do Kingdom Hearts, né? Ele faz o Axel, é bom dublador também. E o Paul Raiden é maravilhoso. Todos eles eu gosto.
By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents. I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop. Your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
É legal, né? Pena que ele morreu, né? O John Sigan. Mas é isso, Breno. Com o pretexto de que as pessoas podem arruinar o mundo, eles se sentem no direito de, então, governar as pessoas. É essa a ideia. E aí, para manter, vamos dizer assim, o equilíbrio e a ordem como a ordem sempre foi, eles querem então um teatro, né? Fazer do mundo um teatro, política, economia, cultura, tudo ali uma fachada para as pessoas ficarem presas naquele loop. É a ideia dele. Porque até aí você sabe, como o Sólidos falou, que tem lá o Comitê dos Sábios, que já é formado por 12 pessoas. São essas pessoas que supostamente criaram as IAs. Onde tinha um Ration aqui? Aqui. Pô, não sei porque desequipa, cara, a minha espada. Ouça. Eu esbarro nos botões aqui. Seria legal fazer um podcast do jogo. Só que as minhas opiniões seriam impopulares. Mas eu faria, mesmo assim.
Raiden. You have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
Então, mas o Ocelot, ele tá simplesmente ali naquela missão específica, entendeu? O que os Patriots fizeram é isso com sentido global, entendeu? É aplicar o que aconteceu ali para todas as pessoas. E o Ocelot não fica muito nessa parte.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from
Sim, mas o negócio do Ocelot é que ele usou ali a questão da informação na missão, entendeu? Não era global. Por isso que eu falei que é mais profundo do que isso. Realmente eles tinham a missão como sendo aí uma engenharia de informação para fazer com que tudo se repetisse. Mas os Patriots têm uma intenção que é maior, não é só aquilo, entendeu? É uma questão de controle de contexto em escala global.
Defeat Solidus.
Ué? Bem sólidos. Ué? Quero te acertar, só isso. Isso. Peguei cambalhotinha. Eita! Matei ele na cambalhota, nunca vi isso. Sim, é isso mesmo. Não, ele sabe, entendeu? Mas ele não falou ele totalmente, é isso. Ele sabe porque ele já vive isso na história há muito tempo, entendeu? Mas ele achou que ele estava um passo à frente dele. E ele não estava. Por que ele não estava um passo à frente dos Patriots? Porque ele, vamos dizer assim, ele achou que com aquilo ali ele ia sair com a vantagem, mas na verdade ele não saiu com a vantagem, depois ele vai ter que correr atrás de tudo de novo. Porque o que o jogo não mostra é que o Ocelot ele tem a intenção de destruir eles também. Só que ele é como se fosse um agente duplo, entendeu? Aí eu não vou contar mais, porque senão eu vou estragar os jogos da frente, né? Mas a intenção dele é destruir os caras e não ajudar os caras. Não, tudo bem, Iaco, mas no Metal Gear Solid 4 são 7 anos depois, né? Em 7 anos as pessoas aprendem coisas. Não, ele não quer. É isso que eu tô te falando. Parece, né?
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are.
Você vai saber agora por que ele vai ter que, vamos dizer assim, se reinventar e pensar um plano posterior para destruir os caras. Na verdade, o Ocelot sabe, né? Mas os outros não sabem.
Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe?
Eu não vou apertar o botão, não.
What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean
slate. Você só descobre no final.
New memories.
Aqui, quando você joga pela primeira vez, você acha que ele está ajudando os Patriots. Você só vai descobrir no final do último jogo lá no Metal Gear Solid 4 que ele não estava ajudando os Patriots.
By the way, what is that?
Porque o que dá a entender, principalmente nos jogos posteriores, é que ele quer tomar o lugar deles, ele quer destronar eles, mas ele não quer acabar com eles simplesmente, ele quer tipo usurpar o lugar deles. Entendeu?
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before. I'll pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word, even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry, I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up, we have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
Seu áudio vai ser enquanto está correndo a linha do tempo. Eu já vou até abrir aqui.
Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people
vai ser engraçado. Né? É que eu acho que aqui é só um contexto, né? Jamais que teria gente passando assim numa situação dessa. Eu creio que é muito mais uma questão assim, que, tipo, as pessoas estão vivendo as vidas delas e ele tá perdido sem saber o que fazer, entendeu? Não sei, eu interpreto dessa forma. Porque, pô, tudo quebrado ali, as pessoas andando no meio da rua, não faz sentido.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
O papagaio do The End ali. Esse é o papagaio da Emma, né?
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach
É, na
them to our
verdade,
children.
o papagaio do The End, né? Seria tipo uma referência a esse aqui.
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Só que eu rolar a linha de créditos eu coloco o áudio e tal. Ó, deu 8 horas certinho. Aí agora, hein? Se prepara. Pera aí, eu vou cortar.
What am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I
Vamos lá, hein? Vou cortar o jazz.
or am I filled with love? I
Deu pra ouvir?
walk by myself on the streets below.
E aí não, só no final. Não sai ainda não, Breno. Sempre tem o pós-crédito.
Will bring sun or rain. Which one of these will show? I can't say goodbye to yesterday, my friend.
Não saiu nada? Eu acho que foi muito baixo. Pera aí, vamos ver se eu coloco de novo.
Out of the darkness, there is no other way than the light leading to yesterday. It's there that I'll find inner peace, not war, and dreams that I let slip
I will liberate yourself, and we shall become the sons
I'll
of liberty.
find the joyfulness I'm looking for way back in yesterday.
Que bom, da hora. Mas eu não passo o áudio do WhatsApp pelo microfone, eu coloco no computador direto no OBS. Ele pega o áudio do desktop, aí ele coloca na live também. Eu deixo por padrão desligado, e aí quando tem alguma coisa, por exemplo, antes de começar a live, eu deixo tocando música, aí eu deixo o áudio do desktop aberto e depois eu fecho. E eu vou jogar todos no normal, cara. A ideia é curtir a história, entendeu? Ouvir as frases emblemáticas, é isso. Não é exibir que eu sei jogar ou que eu não sei jogar. É só curtir mesmo.
The best things in life are free. Little sounds of laughter, a warm hug, a smile, a kiss from you to me. I fall to my knees, I cry and I cry. Love, do not pass me by. Happy ever after, please stay for a while.
Mais uma vez o tema do final é da Rika Muranaka, né? Era muito boa, cara. Ah, Gustavo, eu tira uma foto do meu troféu de platina no Vita e no PS3, aí compara com o seu. Sim, eu vou refazer o Metal Gear Solid 4 inteiro, Vinícius. Com um save zerado. Aquele save lá da live que eu fiz, eu já tava com arma, essas coisas, aí não tem muita graça. Eu vou na raça mesmo, com os recursos do zero. Pô, Gustavo, tô brincando, cara, pelo amor de Deus, é só pra te encher o saco. Não fica bolado não, brincadeira. Grande porcaria de troféu de platina. Significa absolutamente nada. Só que eu fiquei jogando que nem um retardado. Mas eu creio que eu morri duas vezes, acho que 2 vezes eu morri, que foram as 2 vezes dos rations lá, e eu devo ter aí algo entre 6 e 10 alerts. Uma coisa que o pessoal fala muito em Metal Gear Solid que mudou foi depois que o Shu Murata entrou para escrever os roteiros junto com o Kojima, deu uma mudada, porque realmente era, aqui ele ainda não era o roteirista aqui era ainda o Tomokazu Kushima, eu acho. Ele vem a partir do Snake Eater. Exatamente, ele fala assim, né? Uma lenda não é nada mais que uma ficção. Uma pessoa fala, não, uma pessoa ouve, outra lembra e todo mundo passa para frente. É o que ele disse. Concordo. Vamos lá, hein? Presta atenção agora, Breno, que isso aqui vai justificar o próximo jogo, hein?
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. we can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can.
Depois eu falo, Gustavo, quando começar o Snake Eater lá eu deixo, não esquece não. É que aqui vai terminar essa parte, aí eu vou finalizar a live, já são 8h10. Mas quando começar o Snake Eater eu falo.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
Aí por isso que o terceiro jogo volta no passado pra explicar quem são esses caras, entendeu? Foi isso aí, ó. Entrei 12 vezes em alerta, morri 2 vezes, com as 2 vezes dos rations. Legal. Beleza. Vou... Aí vem codinome Scorpion. Ganhei a câmera. Belezinha? Esse biggest contributor, não faço ideia. Não sei. Pai da The Boss, sei lá. Não sei quem é. Belezinha? Vou finalizar por aqui então. E aí na sexta-feira eu começo o Snake Eater, beleza? Joinha? Obrigadão, viu, Gustavo? Valeu, Breno. Valeu, Iaco. Codinome fascista, exatamente. Obrigado, viu, Helder? Valeu, meu amigo. Sexta-feira, então, eu continuo a jogar. Valeu, abraço. Até mais.